Hi, I'm Shannon, and in this episode of RYOBI Tools 101, we'll be taking a look at the cordless jigsaw. You'll hear about the features and settings and the ways to use your new jigsaw, and you'll soon realize that it does a lot more than just make straight cuts. Welcome to RYOBI Tools 101. Now before we get started, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you're the first to hear new product announcements, DIY tips, project ideas, and so much more. So what is a jigsaw? A jigsaw is a saw that uses a jigsaw blade to make straight or curved cuts. And you'll find this useful in materials such as wood, laminate, tile, or metal. Now let's take a look at the features and settings in your jigsaw. And remember, before making any adjustments, remove your battery. Also, be sure to have your safety glasses and hearing protection. When operating your jigsaw, you can control the speed by either using your variable speed dial or alter the pressure you're putting on the trigger while cutting. Your jigsaw has a lock-on switch, which allows you to continue cutting at a consistent speed throughout the project. You'll also have the ability to make bevel cuts with your jigsaw from 0 to 45 degrees with a simple adjustment. Your tool has an orbital action knob, and this is allowing your blade to move in a circular pattern. You can adjust it by going higher and faster speeds for those rough cuts, but turn it down for those more precise, simple cuts. Up next, we have your non-marring shoe, and that's going to protect your material that you're cutting on from getting scratched or causing any other damage. Changing your blade is simple, whether you're using your easy release blade lever or your tool-free blade release. Lastly, you have your LED work light, and that's great if you're working in any spaces that are not well lit. How do you choose the right blade for your jigsaw? The jigsaw is going to use a T-shank blade, and you want to make sure that that is compatible with the jigsaw you're using. It's important to understand what TPI is. Your blades are measured in teeth per inch, meaning that if there's a higher number, there's more teeth per inch and it's going to cut more precisely and less aggressive. If you have that lower TPI, you're going to use that blade in places that it's going to be a little more aggressive and you're going to cut through a little bit more rough. Now you'll see material call out on the packaging as well as the blade, and that will help you determine that you're using the right blade for the material and project you're working on. So now you get to operate your jigsaw, but before you do, be sure to remove your battery before making any adjustments. You'll need safety glasses and hearing protection, and be sure to pull your long hair back. To change the blade on your jigsaw, you're going to turn your blade lever or clamp counterclockwise, insert your blade, and then release. Next, you'll make adjustments to your orbital setting. Remember, the higher orbital is what you'll use on those rough cuts, and the lower will be what you'll use on those more precise cuts. You'll always want to make sure that you're securing any material with a clamp before making any cuts. Now, how do you hold the jigsaw when you're actually operating it? You want to use one hand on the trigger with your grip and the other hand in the front. That'll give you complete control as you're making your cuts. Now that you're ready to cut, let's start with the straight cut. You're going to insert your battery and place your shoe on the material. Let your blade reach its full speed before making any contact with that material. Go ahead and follow your cut line to make your cut. And then when you are done cutting, be sure to release your trigger and let your blade completely stop before lifting the tool from work surface. For your bevel cut, you're going to need to make a bevel adjustment. Be sure to remove your battery before making any of these adjustments. In your brushless unit, you're going to unlock your bevel adjustment, set the angle that you want to cut at, and lock that in place. And then go ahead and repeat the steps that you made for making a straight cut. In your standard unit, you're going to loosen the two base pivot screws, set your angle, and tighten those screws back on. Repeat the same steps as you did for your straight cut. Lastly is your circular cutout. To do this, you'll want to drill a starter hole. Insert the blade into the hole and repeat the same steps that you did for making a straight cut. So now that you understand all the things you need to know about your jigsaw, get out there and use it. Try it on new projects and get comfortable with it. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for joining me on this episode of RYOBI Tools 101. Be sure to like and subscribe and comment below so we can hear about all the new ways you're using your power tools. Good luck!